All right. Almost missed the sound. We're moving things around. I can see I can't see, but I can see everybody's names here. So welcome back, everybody. Oh my gosh, I think it's been 2 weeks and it seems like forever. It is so good to be back. And Will, hi Will. Yes, I've actually been having withdrawals as well. And I think, Alan, you want to test your mic? He's got to turn it on.
Hello.
Can you hear Alan? Can you guys hear him? Say something again.
Hello.
I don't know. Please let me know if you guys can hear him. He's saying hello. I don't know. We're trying to. I've been begging him to please put his microphone on. I can't command him to do it. He doesn't listen to me. He used to listen to me. He doesn't listen to me anymore. That's what happens after 21 years. I don't know. So, gosh, I hope you guys. Let me see who's out here. I hope you guys could hear him. So, let's see. We've got Dorothea and Lori Brown. Hi, Sue Bush, Susan Mead. Oh, Linnea is here. Hi, girlie. I mentioned Will already, and Jessica and Kim McDaniel. Everybody, thank you so much. Boy, oh boy. For those of you here in the United States, I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We actually had a small Thanksgiving. It was just the three of us and my dad. And it was actually quite nice, except my dad only stayed to eat and then he left. What is that all about? He literally ate and ran, and ran. I mean, when I say ran, I mean he couldn't get out of here fast enough. But then we played some board games, and it was just a really fun family night. So we really enjoyed it. Let's see, Alan. Alan, they said they could hear you a little bit. Wear your mic, please. So I don't think they could hear you. Alan, they said you're too quiet. Okay, anyway, well, I'll tell you, with it being December, and I think it's December 2nd, I am finally geared up to work on some Christmas cards with you guys. And you know how much I love to incorporate things that I already have in my collection. And it's really important to me that you guys do that too. I love working with new stuff, and all of the new products that we develop. I think they're so exciting, and I love working with them, but that doesn't mean that you have to forget about what you already have in your collection. So for today, I thought, let's combine some stuff. I wanted to play with some of the things in some of our more recent collections, and I have some favorites. I think they're from last year's Christmas, actually. And I was actually inspired, these cards that I'm going to do tonight, I was actually inspired by some cards that I saw. I don't even know where I saw them. I know I saw them online somewhere. And one of them has kind of like rainbow colors, which I think is really pretty. It's, you see a lot of those rainbow colors out there and stuff. And so I thought, I'm going to play with a couple of my favorite stamp sets, and I'm going to combine them with stuff that is in our new collections. And we're going to see how this plays out. So let's see, who else is here? Oh, goodness, somebody's asking, why did you run away? They're wondering where you are, honey. Let's see, Mary Sebastiano is here. Oh, goodness. Some of them I can't tell. I can't see the name. It just says Facebook user. So, but anyway, welcome, 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 everybody. All right, Alan, let's go ahead and switch the camera. We're going to go to camera 2, and we're going to get started. And if anybody is wondering why I'm so energetic, it's because I missed you guys so much, and also because I am hopped up on some tea. I had a big cup of tea before we went live. So, okay. So today, oh, Deanna says she made some Christmas cards today. Very busy. Somebody's saying, my dad, why did he run away on Thanksgiving? I don't know. I think he ran out of conversation. He has more in common with my brother than with me, because they get into cars and all kinds of stuff, and I'm the girl. But anyway, okay, so let's see. I wanted to play with these. I thought it would be really fun. The A2 stitch layered card toppers. This, of course, we've had in our, this has been around for, I don't know, a year or so, maybe a couple of years. But the new one is the stitch layered frames, which nests beautifully into the layered card toppers. So I'm going to be including these today. I pulled this out. This is the Dahlia. Yes, mine is well loved. That's why some of them look kind of dark. But I pulled this out. This is actually from our fall collection, our October collection. And I ended up grabbing it so that I could use this little border stamp here. I thought that would be really fun. And then from a previous collection, one of my favorite sets is 34th Street. I'm going to turn this over so you can see that in case you're not familiar with it. It is just the cutest doggone set. I love it. I love little houses. And so I love this. They're little houses with, you know, they're in snow, or if you colored those green, they could be little bushes if you wanted to use this year round. The little white trim on there can be snow, or if you want that to be, you know, you can color that whatever color you want it to be. And let me come in on camera 3 so people can see this close up. My point is even though the sentiments are Christmassy, you can color these little houses up for really use all year long. If you want to use it for a new home kind of a card, or, you know, whatever it is. Anyway, so I thought it'd be fun to pull these. And then of course 34th Street, this is the coordinating die set. Now this die set with each of these little houses and the little camper here, it cuts it so that the doors and windows open. I'm not going to have them open on my card, but it will cut them, and I'll show you that. So that is an option if you want. Yes, Sue D is saying, love the camper. It is the cutest stinking little camper, isn't that? I love that. I think it's so cute. So this card, I saw a card that was all red, and so I was inspired by that. And I'm actually going to mimic the, you know, this is one of those things. This is something I want y'all to think about too when you're, you know, planning cards, is to take a look at, you know, cards that, you know, that you see around, and you can take the layout almost like scrapbooks. You can take the layout of a card that you see and take a look at the stamps that you have, and you can apply that same layout. If, you know, for those of you that do scrapbooking or have done scrapbooking, you know, it's very, very common to have a layout, or even for some of the challenges, you know, that like card challenges or scrapbook challenges, to you know, say this is the layout, and use your own products and see how, you know, how it comes out, or come up with a redesign or whatever. So my point is this. I saw a card that I really loved, and I loved the fact that it was just red and white. Mine actually didn't turn out red and white, but I mean, it is almost. But I was inspired by it, and I thought I'm gonna mimic that layout, and I'm gonna come up with my own version of it. And who made the card, I have no idea. I just saw it. I remember seeing it. I saw it within the last few days, and I thought it was really cool. So you might recognize what it is. So anyway, if you've seen it, I don't know. So here's what I've got so far. I've got a card base, and it's going to be an A2 card. And let me come out to camera too. I think we're too close. So I've got an A2 card base. This is, for those of you that don't know what an A2 card base is, this is a half sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. It's cut at 5.5 and then scored down the middle at 4 1/4. And when you fold that over, it ends up being 4 1/4 by 5.5. So you can use it in either direction. We're actually going to use it in portrait mode. All right. So hello, Angel Harold. Melody is here. Bunny, hi. Terry, Katie. Oh goodness, so many people. Thank you guys. Alrighty, so I've also got some red cardstock here and some white cardstock. Is this, let me think of how I was going to do this card. I'm trying to think of what I was doing. Okay, so here's what I've done. Remember those dies? I'm trying to think of what I had planned. It's been a few hours. So remember the dies, the A2 stitch layered card toppers. I used the first 2 outer dies. There's 3 dies in total in this die set. So the 2 outermost dies are these right here. All right. Now the cool thing about these is it's going to cut that beautiful border, that frame. That's why it's called a card topper. And notice it goes right on top of your card base, and it fits perfectly. All right. So I've already gone ahead. I don't know if you can see that stitching. Let's see if I can see. We might be a little far away for the stitching. Can you see the stitching? I think you can. The red cardstock is pretty dark, but anyway, and then I used the next size down to cut the white. So you see the, you know what, Ann, let's come into camera 3. I'm sorry. I want everybody to see the stitching. See how pretty, let me do it like this. See that stitching, how pretty that is around it? I love that. And then the white is the second die in, and that's gonna layer over it just like that. So it's perfect fit every time, no measuring, no cutting with a paper trimmer, none of that stuff. And that is the A2 stitched layered card toppers. Milk, bread, butter, that's what that is in my craft stash, because I use it all the time. So I've always got those on hand. And then I have another piece here that I cut, and this one uses the smallest die in the stitch layered frames. All right. And of course they coordinate, so the stitching is identical. It's the same, you know, width and length and everything. And this one's going to layer up just like this, the way that I'm going to use it anyway. All right, so I am going to set a couple of things aside here, and I'm going to get started. So, all righty, let's come out. Actually, let's stay where we are with the camera. So I've got my stamping platform here. I'm not going to put this in the corner. Normally, when I stamp, I put it in the corner just because I want to make sure it's perfectly square. And if it moves, I can just move it right back to where it needs to be. But because let me see, I'm not sure offhand if this particular stamp is longer than what I've cut here. So I've got it not in the corner. So we're going to see how it fits. If it fits, then I might put it right in the, like if it's too long. Oh, and actually it's not too long. So what I was thinking was if it was going to overhang like that, I didn't want it in the corner. So never mind. Let's move that back up. Who is that character from Saturday Night Live? It's not the church lady. It's the one it's Gilda Radner, and she's talking, and she's no, it's not Rosanna Dana. I can't remember what the character's name is, but she'll say, like, she completely misunderstands something, and she goes on and on and on and on about it, and it's completely not what somebody, you know, what the topic was or everything. And then somebody tells her what's actually going on or what it was about, and she just kind of looks at the camera and says, never mind.
It's kind of like life around here sometimes.
It is. It's like life around here, exactly. But it's one of my favorite characters. We're big SNL fans. Okay, so I've got my little, it's this one. That little kind of country little stitch thing there. Now I'm gonna stamp this. I've decided to pull, because I'm working with this really dark red. It's a really dark brick red. So I'm gonna be working or stamping with Scarlet Rose for this particular stamp right now. So let me pick up that stamp. Got my Stampendable. We've got more. We've actually got Stampendables that are going to be coming in for January, and so a lot of stores are going to have those in stock again in January. I know everybody's running out of them because we have a lot of orders for them. So if you don't have your Stampendable, and you know, if you don't have a Stampendable, I would recommend, you know, if you want one, go to the store locator on our website. And, you know, try different, there we go, try some of the different links and see if any of the stores out there have any in stock. I know that they're running low, if anybody has any at all, because we've been getting a lot of pre-orders for them. Okay. Alrighty, so I've stamped, isn't that cute? It's like little stitches. It reminds me of, what is that called? Your sister does it. Needlepoint. Is that what it is? Alan's sister. Actually, Alan's sister, she's won some like awards, Joy, hasn't she, with her, is it cross stitch? Is that what it's called? Cross stitch? She's done some beautiful, beautiful cross stitching. Okay, so then the next thing I've decided to pull was one of the sentiments. It's the sentiment right here that says there's no place like home for the holidays, which is perfect with the little houses. So let's get that out of here. Grab that. And yes, mine is well loved. So it doesn't look perfectly clean, but I don't care. Oops, sorry about my head in the thing there. Okay, that's off center. I'm very weird about having it centered. Gosh, I feel like I have too much energy. I shouldn't have had that cup of tea. If I'm irritating you guys, I'm so sorry. I always have a cup of tea first thing in the morning, and I'm very sensitive to caffeine, but it really gets me off and running with work, which is fantastic. Alrighty, use my Stampendable. And let's see how we did. You know, I'm going to ink that up one more time. Ooh, I kind of over inked on my stamping tool there. here we go. Just to make sure I get a really good, look at that, gorgeous. Perfect. All right. Okay, so we're off to a good start. I did do some of the work ahead of time. I actually have 2 cards that I'm going to be showing you today. So I wanted to have a decent amount of the work done ahead of time so that I could get through both cards. So with that being said, let's see. I have gone ahead already. Let me put this in here. And I stamped some of those little houses. Aren't they just so doggone cute? So these are the little houses here. Here again is the back so you can see them better because mine are all inked. But here's 3 of the houses. And all I did was I stamped them in red. Now, if you notice, let me put this up against here. The red doesn't match. Okay, it's not the exact same red. This is a darker red. That one that I used is Scarlet Rose, and that works beautifully, perfectly coordinates with the cardstock that I had on hand. This is a lighter red that I stamped it in. I stamped the houses in Kiss Me Red. I thought it would be really pretty to have both reds in there. So your Kiss Me Red is, and then is like your Scarlet Red is like one up from the Kiss Me Red. All right, in terms of, if we're kind of graduating the color. So all 3 of the houses I stamped in Kiss Me Red. And I just used a very pale light blue marker just to do the windows. I didn't want to color these in. I wanted to leave them just as they are. And I thought it would be really cute just to have red houses. But then I kind of lost my mind a little bit, and I thought that this little wreath stamp in here was the cutest thing. So I thought that would actually, with the sentiment that says there's no place like home for the holidays, I thought, what better way to make, your home, my home, whoever's home, stand out from the other homes by putting the little wreath on it. And so I did that in green. So everything's going to be red and white except for the little wreath, which basically says that one's my home. And so when I flip this over, remember when I said that those dies will actually, see we have the little doors and windows there? The dies will actually cut it so that these doors and windows open. So you can see how the windows will open. This kind of moves. See how that opens? But I'm not going to do that on these because I just don't want that feature on this card. So I'm going to leave them flat. I'm not going to open them. But you can if you want. That's an option. So here is my thinking. Where is the rest of my stuffs? Got stuff everywhere. What did I do with? All right, I'm missing a piece. Where's the little piece? I'm missing the smaller piece of white cardstock. Here it is. Okay. So this is my thinking. I'm not going to lay this all up right away. I'm not going to assemble it because I still have a little bit of stamping to do. So my thinking is this is how this is going to go. I'm going to have things up on foam, of course. And I want to lay these out. I'm not going to be stamping anything else, but I thought that it would be fun. Let me see if I put those up a little bit maybe. And then I can put this house, which is my house, right? Or your house, or whose ever house. It would go like that is kind of what I'm thinking. And I think I'm going to put another one of that little cross stitch thing just underneath here. It's kind of where I was going with it. So, okay. That's what I'm thinking. I hope you guys like it. We're going to see how this turns out. So, Deetta's asking, are the stamps that Angie's using available on HSN? No, these were not on HSN. These are actually available. They could be at your favorite or local store. They're also available at our website, LDRS Creative. What else? Oh, Sheila's here. Hi, Sheila. Okay, sorry, I'm just reading something to see if I have to answer any questions. Okay. So, yeah, typically, when we design products for HSN, they will only be on HSN. They will not be available anywhere else for the most part. All right. So it's either going to be HSN or they're available in retail stores if they're not HSN products. These are not HSN products. Okay, so I'm going to raise that up just a little bit. I'm laying this on here because I want to figure out exactly where this is going to go, because I'm going to kind of frame that layer and put another one of these little cross-stitch pieces here. And now I'm going to get rid of this layer so that I don't get ink on it. Move that over just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to my darkest red again, which is Scarlet Rose. And we're going to get this inked up. This is, I think, a really, really easy card to, I mean, you know, to mass produce if you wanted. I mean, granted, you know, if a lot of people have probably already done their Christmas cards. If you have not and you're looking, you know, if you just have a handful of cards even that you want to do, or just you want to do a special card for somebody. But this is a really easy card, I think, to mass produce because you're not doing a lot of coloring. So it makes it really easy. It's just kind of simple, easy stamping. Okay, so let me move these aside. And we're going to start assembling this. I've got to find, Angie lost her foam roll. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, we've got some people who are still working on theirs. That's awesome. I would be one of those people if I don't have a whole lot of people to send Christmas cards to anymore. I was never, my mom, oh my goodness, my mom used to sit down and do like 200 Christmas cards. I remember that when I was a kid. Oh my goodness. So I will do cards like just special, like for, you know, very special people. And usually it's people that I'm going to see so that I can hand them their card with their gift. All right, so all I'm doing now is putting some foam on the back of this. Yeah, we've got a few people that are behind. That's where I am. I'm behind. I was enjoying fall too much. I just couldn't get to Christmas yet. Couldn't get my brain wrapped around it. All right, so we're going to add some dimension here. And this is white on white. I love working with white on white. And I'll tell you, it took me a little while to get used to, I'm just trying to center that. It took me a little while to get used to having a lot of white space on my cards. It was not something that I mean, I used to, you know, fully watercolor, you know, full scenes all over my cards. And they were very, very busy and very, you know, Victorian, Scandinavian kind of look with, you know, all the, you know, fluff and frills, and just very, very different than the way that I card make now. And it took me a while to get used to having the white space, and it was actually a joy. I really enjoy a challenge, so that was fun. And so I have a real appreciation for leaving white space, and I really enjoy it. I love it. Just really brightens everything up. All right, so we're gonna have a lot of dimension in this because I've got dimension on most of the layers here. So let me just get this one centered. Now, of course, if you're creating, you know, if you're recreating this card and you don't want to have so much dimension, you don't have to. That's just how I did it, right? You could leave it completely flat if you want. All right, let's put this one down. And then this one. And you know what? This one, I'm actually going to put a tiny little bit, just a little piece right here of foam in the center there, just to give it support, because this one is going to sit up on the others, and I'm going to lower this one down just a little bit so it kind of looks like the others are behind it. Isn't that so cute? I love it. I think it's adorable. And you know what? It's done. That's all there is. Isn't that cute? So yes, I was inspired by another card, like I said, another card that I saw that was all red and white. I thought it was so pretty, so I thought I'm going to do my own version of a red and white card for the holidays. I think it's beautiful. I love it. Yay! I hope you guys like it. I think it's so cute. Gosh, it's festive. Okay, so I'm going to take just a moment here to put a couple of things away because if I don't, I'm going to end up losing pieces, and I don't want to lose stuff. So let me just get these put away and set aside. No, I did a terrible job putting that away, but we'll just move on. Okay. All right, so all of these pieces I'm going to set aside. Those are done. Okay, so the next card was also inspired by another card that I saw. IBF says that is totes adorbs, Ange. I love that. That's so cute. At first I looked, I went totes, and I went totally. I like that. That's very cute. I haven't heard that. Very cool. So thank you. Love the red and white. Such a cute card. That's Lori, Kim McDaniel, Precious. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Okay, so this next one, again, A2 card base. All right. This one I was inspired by all of the, actually we're going to have to come out the camera too, honey. I was inspired by all of the rainbow kind of, you know, colored, like kind of repeating the same image over and over and over again and using a rainbow of colors. And so this is where I've got all of my little rainbow trees here. So let me show you what I've got going on. So I have my A2 card base. And then I have just 2 more pieces of cardstock that are cut to A2 already. Oh, in case anybody's wondering, I am using Neenah Classic Crest Solar White cardstock. This is 110 pound. This is what we have in the store. It's a nice, this is what I use. I use this for all my card bases and everything. I love it. This is something you can stamp, you know, you can color with Copics on, which is fantastic. You can, you know, color blend on it with some, you know, different types of ink and stuff like that. I don't color blend on it with the hybrids. The hybrids don't work as well on this paper for color blending, but there are some that will. But it's just kind of a great all-around universal cardstock. So, all right, back to what we're doing. So, these are the dies that we're going to be using. So, in the last card, we used the stitched card toppers and stitched frames, all right? This time, those were a straight stitch. This card, we're going to be using the diagonal stitch. So if you look, this is A2, again, diagonal stitch layered card toppers, and then the diagonal stitch layered frames, which will nest inside. So it's kind of like this is, you know, A, and then this is B. So we're going to be working with these. Alan's going to do some die cutting for me. I'm going to get him set up for that. I'm trying to think if I'm using this. I don't think I'm using this one. I think I just grabbed it to show you that we have it. I think I'm only using this one. So I'm going to set this one aside. I think. We'll see. I might use it. I've kind of planned it out in my head, but not completely. Okay. What else are we going to use? So because I want to use some things that are from my collection already, I decided these are actually from the same Christmas collection as these little houses, all right? This is Snow Deer to me, which is, again, one of my favorites. Let me flip this over. You can see we've got this gorgeous snow globe in here, the beautiful solid stamp trees, those deer that are just amazing. We've got wind and snow falling, winter wishes, your Snow Deer to me. They're just so cute. I mean, they're just so beautiful. You could see I've used this one a lot, all right? And then, of course, the coordinating dies. And then I decided to grab a sentiment from my Christmas wishes. So the Wave Ribbon Banner stack, which, again, milk, bread, sugar, you know, this is a staple in your in your craft stash, just like milk and bread would be in your refrigerator, in your pantry. Christmas Wishes is the stamp set here. I've already got them cut, some of them from last time I used them, so I have these readily available. I don't even have to stamp anything for this card because I've got them done already. So let me get Alan set up. So somebody is asking, where is it? Sheila's asking, would you ever consider changing your packaging to Ziploc clear containers?
Ziploc instead of that would be expensive.
That would be expensive. That would be expensive. That would cause the price of everything to go up. But I will tell you this. We do have thoughts of storage options.
We do.
Yes, so we're working on some stuff. I can't say much. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get Alan going with cutting some cardstock. Let me get these two over here. What are the houses called? Oh, the houses that we have are, and let me find the houses in there. The houses are 34th Street, and then there's the stamps, and then the coordinating dies as well. Let's see. We're going to use, I think, let me see. Do I want to use, I think I'm going to use the two outermost, or do I want to use, hold on a minute. I'm going to play for a minute because I don't know what size I want the dies to be. So I'm going to play with these trees a little bit and just kind of see how many trees I can fit with what I want to do in this area. And I think it might actually, let me just toss a few in here. This size might actually be pretty good with what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So we're going to move that aside. So I'm going to have Alan cut the largest. He's going to cut white cardstock with the largest, and then the third one that's going to give me a little more of a frame between them, which is going to be really nice. So let's see. Dieta is saying, oh, I love the rainbow trees. I have some friends who I will send this to. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I love the rainbow trees too. I think they're really, really cool. Okay. Oh, one thing I'll tell you too. So I always use my Sizzix, and I was thinking to myself, I really need to get the magnetic board, the extended magnetic board. And then I thought, I wonder if I have that. Sure enough, I did.
Another thing that's classic around here. Ordering the same thing more than once.
Yes, exactly. So I've already got it. So that was good. The magnetic board is wonderful. If you don't have it, I love it. Really helps to hold everything in place. There we go. See, no tape. No tape, because the magnetic board. Awesome. All right, grab that. Okay. So while he's doing that, I am going to show you all of the colors. Now here's what I did. I'm not gonna stamp all of these, but I have these are the two trees right here. They are solid stamping. And so I just want to show you kind of what I did, how I did it. I already have them lined up here. Here's my two trees. And here's what I did. It's not spectacular. It's just easy. So I went ahead now, all the colors that I have. Let me see. So this one is Soft Kisses. So this is me, because I didn't want to move my stamps once they had them on here. I wanted to move only my paper. So I went ahead, got them inked up. Look how pretty. Oops, I gotta push on that one a little bit more. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then this is me. This is lazy me. I moved it over because I didn't want to have to keep moving them. And so I went and I just did the next color, which is my tickled pink, was my next color up in the pink. And to be honest with you, the reason why I used two different, let me get that one in the middle again. The reason I used the two different size trees, because I initially wanted all my trees to be the same size, but I thought no, because then I have to cut one at a time with the dies. So I used both size trees so that every time I run it through the machine, I could cut both of the trees out at the same time. So again, a little tip for mass producing, you know. So okay, so this is how I did it, and then I stamped two more here and then two more here, and I think I ended up with like 3 different sheets with all the different colors, and went through and got them die cut pretty quickly. And then here are all of my trees. Aren't they pretty? So really quickly, I'm just to show you all the colors that I used. I've got Soft Kisses. Let me lay these out up here. Let me move that over. So I've got Soft Kisses, Tickled Pink, for anybody who wants to write these down. Let me show you. So we've got, here is Soft Kisses, Tickled Pink, and then I've got Peachy Keen. That's my little peach color here. I actually like this way. Line them up kind of like that. There we go. And then I've got a couple of yellows. So this one is Banana Cream Pie. That's this really bright yellow. And then one of my favorites, which is Dandelion. Get it? You see the color there? Dandelion. I'm a goofball when I name these things. I can't help it. So that one is Dandelion. And then I've only got one green in here, and it's 4-leaf is the green. Really pretty.
It's nice how you're laying those out like that.
Thank you. I think it makes it easier to see the colors and see how nice they look. And then for the blues, I've got Little Boy Blue. It's that really beautiful, faint, soft blue. Isn't that pretty? Little Boy Blue. And then my favorite is Marina Madness, which is right here. And then we graduated to Tropical Sea. And so this is my rainbow of colors. Isn't that so pretty? That's everybody. Yay! Okay, the wind is going to blow through and all the trees are going to go flying. There we go. So I got them all stamped out. Let me put all these away. And we're going to start building this. We'll see how it comes out. Okay, looks like Alan did his job here. Let's see how he did. All right. Looks good. Alan knows how to die cut. Whoop, whoop. Scraps there. Okay. So these are going to layer really nicely, and it gives me a nice frame because one is you know, I skipped a die in between them, so that's going to be really pretty. Now, oops. Oh, Will's saying, I didn't know you had new colors. Nope, Will, these are not new colors. We've actually had all these colors for a little while.
They probably still say new on the
Oh,
website.
it might still say new for the 12. Oopsie, we got to fix that. They're not new.
What's that, 4 years old or something?
Yeah, well, it's been a few years. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of start playing, and I don't necessarily want to put all these up on foam because I think that's going to get to be a little too much. So I'm just going to start playing, and I'm going to see how this comes out. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to start putting these down. Gosh, I'm actually, will you come into camera 3? All right, so I've got a little bit of tape on here. Ooh, I should probably lay this out first. It's a little scary. I'm going to go up a little higher with it. I think See how we do. I don't know what colors I want to have together. You know what? I think I will lay these out just a little bit, just so I've got an idea of what I'm doing, how they might fit, how they might work. Let's see. Not really sure what I'm doing. I'm literally just grabbing colors to see how they're going to work. I think that green is too dark over there. You know what? I want a green back here, I think. I'm going to do this. I'm not worrying about laying them out like a rainbow would be laid out. I just want to have all my colors in here. And a little bit of dimension. Let's get a peach, maybe. That could be pretty. Peach in the center here. I think I want this pink. I don't know if I like where I put that one. Not sure what I'm doing. Look great in my head, but right now it's just kind of a mishmash. Okay, I'm going to start laying these down.
Is it too many, or is that what you
I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm going to lower this one down a bit because I don't like it up so high, and I'm going to move it in, I think. Let's see if I can not put it in the same exact place that I just moved it from. I think I don't like that yellow and I think that's too close. So I'm going to put this blue back there. This is a little boy blue. And then I think I might stick a green in there too.
Should you have any on foam or anything that had dimension, or do you want it to be flat?
I kind of want this to be flat because if I start putting a whole bunch of foam in there, I think I'm going to end up with a problem. Actually, maybe I will put a little bit of foam. All right, see, this is where, I mean, I'm telling you, I have not messed around with this. So, but I'm not going to put a ton. I'm not going to put big pieces of foam because I want to be able to put things behind each other and slide them in behind. So I do have this kind of laid out in my head a little bit. Like I have an idea in my head. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but we'll see. Now this green I'm going to put flat back here. Let's get a pink. I think I could put a taller pink up in there. Whoops. That's not one of the tall ones, but I don't want to have all the tall ones necessarily next to each other. What, Alan? Are you wanting to say something?
No.
No?
I'm looking at this piece.
Oh, okay. I keep forgetting I have that. Okay, let's see. That's kind of pretty. Let's see, what other colors do we have? I want this pink to end up over here because I have pink there and I want to balance with pink over here. So, you know what I don't have is like this teal. So let me get the shorter one in that beautiful teal and maybe put that here. I know what I'll do. I'm going to put yellow down there. So some are going to go kind of in the background. So yellow's going to go in the background just so I get that yellow color. But I'm going to bring this teal up. Gosh, I hope I don't hate this in the end. You never know.
Should you offset each one of those so they're not?
I don't know.
Is that where you're?
You know what I should do? I know what I'm going to do. I can still move these. So let me place. Let me do something here because I need to figure out which one of these sentiments is going to go in here. Because the sentiments, like this one is Seasons Greetings. It's a little bit shorter. And I might put it down low, because if I put it here, I'm going to be covering a bunch of the tops of the tree. So I might put this kind of down low. And I think that looks kind of pretty. So that's what I'm going to use. I don't want one of the really long ones. I like having the smaller one because this is so small. Okay, so what were you saying, honey?
I was just saying offset them so you don't have them stacked like that. But I'm not an artist, so I don't know.
What do you mean stacked? Oh, one, yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm going to move this one. I'm going to go like that. Put this here. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and mix them up a little bit. We'll see how we do. I think the green should not be right where that green is. And how about a lighter blue here? I think that works. How's that, Alan? What do you think?
Very nice.
Is it working?
Yep.
And then I think I will put maybe this one here and then this pink here. Maybe here. We'll see. Do I need more yellow? I got a lot of yellow. I think I'm good with yellow. Let's see. I don't know if I want another green in there. It's kind of dark. This one's really pretty. It doesn't really show up that well. I've got that little bit there. See, this is what I do. This is the playing that happens.
Maybe the other red.
Well, that pink, this one here, I want to put right here. So I'm trying to figure out what color I'm going to put here, and I don't like that yellow. I don't want to have 3 yellows. Maybe that's a good spot to put the green. Oh, that looks good. All right, I like the green. Perfect. All right, so I'm going with green. It's just kind of a balance of color. And then I need a little bit of foam on the back of this one. So some of them are flat, some of them are lifted up on a little bit of foam. There we go. That's kind of pretty. I feel like that pink needs to be lower. I'm going to lower that down because I have that little bit of white spot there. Let me move that over just a little bit. That works better. All right. Don't be afraid to, oops, uh-oh. Man overboard, Alan. I feel like this one's too high now. I'm going to lower that down. There, that works better. Sorry, I dropped the sentiment. We're having trouble. Oh my God, are you okay? I'm not sure. I wasn't sure he was going to get back up.
I think she did that on purpose.
I'll tell you, sometimes you would think we were like 112 years old. We get to a point sometimes, he's been moving boxes and we're, he had a dumpster delivered, so we're kind of going through and getting rid of, we're like donating a bunch of stuff, and just I go through these things where I'm just like, all right, I gotta clean out, I gotta get rid of stuff. And so we had a dumpster delivered for stuff that we're not going to donate, and so we're sorting through, and so he's been bringing stuff up, all kinds of boxes from the basement and stuff, and so he's his body's a little stiff. And I had to have him bend down to pick up my sentiment off the floor because I dropped it. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to stand up again.
I'm glad you
I
find
shouldn't
that.
laugh.
I'm glad
I'm
you
so
think that
sorry.
that's funny.
I'm going. I'm not going to heaven, apparently. I don't normally laugh at other people's pain. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Oops. Boy, I've created a mess here. What am I doing? Okay, so I do want this propped up on some foam. And oh, somebody says they're cleaning out their attic tomorrow. Good for you. It's awesome. It just, man, I feel lighter when we get rid of things. You know, I start to feel like I'm just being weighed down by stuff. Okay. Let's see. Who do we have out here? I'm just looking. Somebody is asking where we're located. We're in Michigan. I am a Michigander. All right, so this is going to go like that. So cute. So let me get my trusty adhesive down here. Will's saying, you don't laugh at other people's pain, Angie, just Alan's.
That is true. And you are the one who causes most of my pain.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I can't help it if you can't
Emotional
stand up once you
and
bend
physical.
over. That's not my fault. Oh, goodness. We do have fun. All right, there we go. I'm done early. Oh, look at that. Look how cute. Again, easy card to make. No coloring. It's just solid stamping. Kind of over inked my yellow one there, but who cares? I think it's really cute. And it's just a rainbow of Christmas trees. So pretty. So here's the two cards side by side. Look at that. Two easy, simple, fun, impactful cards for the holidays. So pretty. I love them. Yay! All right. Shall we go back to camera number 1? Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. I got through 2 cards and I still have 8 minutes. How did that happen? What was I thinking?
Normally, I'm having to give you the hurry up signal.
What does the hurry up signal look like? Why don't you come over here and show everybody what the hurry up signal looks like?
I don't think they want to see it.
See, everybody, now the goal, sorry, I'm putting dies away. That's what I'm doing. That's why I keep looking down. But now the goal is, we've got him, now, can you guys hear him? I hope you can. We've got his mic on him. Can we get him on camera? That, my friends, is going to be, that's going to be the big magic trick. Speaking of magic tricks, so I don't know if you guys know this or not, but another little tidbit about us, we actually have another business. It's called VR6 Systems, and we sell data storage equipment. Not exciting, but it's Alan's expertise. And so our main vendor is Dell. You've heard of Dell. Anyway, so Alan does like a lot of like beta testing, and he's like one of their main beta testers of like a lot of all their storage stuff. And so he's been getting like all through like the last couple of years, like through the pandemic, you know, with all the videos and all this stuff, he's been getting these opportunities or invitations to do, what are they called? Like they're like events, or like sales events, actually. One of them was Dell, was that the thing with pink? That wasn't the thing with pink, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Was Dell with pink? I can't remember.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, I think it was pink. And then what was the other one? What is the chef's name? Curtis Stone. Or like Curtis Stone, if you guys know who he is, he's a chef. It was like a whole cooking thing with him and his wife, and you know, we join like virtually, like on the computer or on the TV or whatever. Well, there was one on Wednesday, and it was like it was a magician. What was his name? Dan White?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
White.
that.
Michael White, Dan White.
Dan White, Michael White, something like that. And so, anyway, but this one, it was really cool because we actually, they sent us, so Dell sent out ahead of time to everybody who, who was invited and registered. We got like this box, and it's like a box of magic stuff. And we had instructions. Don't open it until you're instructed to do so. So this was on Wednesday night. It was really cool. So they instruct you to open it, and he goes through all you're participating in the magic tricks, right? And I don't even know how many people are on this thing, and it's like a Zoom call where you can see like everybody and stuff. Anyway, it was really, really, really cool. They did a great job and all. But my point is what was really, really neat was they did this magic trick with cards, and I don't know if this is going to sound great to you guys, but it was really cool. Probably one of those things where he had to be there. Anyway, the whole magic trick seemed to fail. So he goes through this whole thing, and then you're supposed to end up with this card at the end, and it wasn't the card that he had. And so he's acting like he was a good actor. He acted like everything just didn't work, and it was all, a mess and whatever. And then he has us go back to the box and pull something out of the box, and wouldn't you know, the stupid card was actually in the box. It was the coolest thing, and everybody's card was absolutely different. We didn't all have this. It was the coolest thing to actually participate
You're not telling
in a magic
them,
trick. What?
You're not telling them the most important part.
What was the most important part?
You pulled the card out of the box.
Yeah.
At the end, and it matched your individual card.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you say that.
And it was the coolest thing, but we got to participate live with a whole magic trick, and everybody's magic trick was different, yet it was the same. It was the coolest thing. So, I'm sorry. You have those moments where you tell a story, you think it's going to be really cool, and it sounds great in your head because when you did it, it was really, really neat, and then you realize you had to be there.
Well,
this is one of those moments.
Well, too, you were going to be early, and now you drug it out.
Now I have wasted the time, so we're good. Okay, so I think from what I heard or from what I read in the comments, I think everybody's favorite product today was 34th Street. I think that it was the little houses from what I saw. Am I right?
I would say so.
These are the two cards right here. All right, so I used 34th Street on this one with the houses. And then this one I used Snow Dear to Me. So what is the favorite for everybody? Let's see. I'm trying to see what is the favorite. Get your comments out there, because if you guys are familiar, we're getting ready to pull a winner, right? All right, get your comments out. Yep, I think it's the houses. From what I see, it is the houses. So the houses are 34th Street. That is our giveaway today, and we're going to do the stamps and the dies. Woo, 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 woo. All right, who is the winner today? I can't read your writing.
You can pick the winner.
No, I'm going off of what you were the one. Lori Fit. Is that F-I-T-T? I can't read his writing. F-I-T-T-O-N. How do you spell it?
Shad.
Shad, S-H-A-D. Lori, you are the winner tonight. You won 34th Street stamps and dies. Woohoo! So Lori, I need you please to send your complete name and contact or mailing address. Send it to us at customerservice@ldrscreative.com, and we're going to get your 34th Street stamps and dies in the mail to you right away. So you can maybe even make a card like that, or your version of it, or whatever you want to make. Congratulations, Lori. Very exciting. Thank you for joining us. So everybody, this has been so much fun. Oh my goodness, so many people here. It's so nice. This has been so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I still have a tremendous amount of energy. I think I had too much tea. All right, everybody. Here's today's cards. Oh, we have to get the shot in so that I can do the little picture. That's for the cover shot.
That one was a little creepy.
Was it creepy?
No, I'm teasing.
Okay, everybody. We will be back here next week, Thursday, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Eastern. Excuse me. I am going to continue working with Christmas stuff through, well, at least through Christmas.
What about through Easter?
No, not through Easter, but at least through Christmas, I'm going to be working with Christmas stuff. So I have no idea what I'm going to be working on next week or what the project is going to be or what stamps, dies, stencils, whatever I'm going to use. But if you want to get a little notification ahead of time, go to our website. If you are not already signed up for a little bit of inspiration in your pocket, you're going to go to our website and go down to the bottom of it. You want to subscribe, or what does it say? It says be in the know, I think, bottom right corner. It might even pop up on your screen sometimes too. But anyway, give us your email address, and then when we do these, we're going to be sending you an email reminder right in your personal email, and it's going to go out same day so that you'll be reminded, and you can just click one of the links and join us like you did tonight. So we also do daily inspiration there from our amazing design team. You get to see gorgeous projects that they've made with our products. So lots of good stuff there. And anyway, Alan is giving me the cut time. Apparently I've now gone over a minute. I'm rambling, too much tea. Thank you, everybody. It has been so much fun. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. We'll see you next week. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye.